Wanji 16. 16 byali melawo. We are ready. Amazzi gakyo bitananywa tewo. Some water, please. Ibrahim, ready. Picture. Mugenda kwefuwa. Basawo n'abanyabo tutandise. Bagenda kuzanya soka 16 bazanyira milioni 2. Iya ni apange mipira kupanga bupanzi. Ebisigadde nga befuwa. Rest to 16. Water. Cold with ice. Ice cold. So koleke. Tomanyi po. Thank you. A very good evening, YouTubers. I hope you can hear me. Once again, very good evening, Facebookers and YouTubers. Welcome to Dice Lounge, one of the poshest places for playing pool in the country of Uganda. We are in the suburb of Monyanyo, a town that is in the city of Kampala in the East African country of Uganda. The venue is located opposite Shell fuel station, also near the Commonwealth Resort. The venue that famously hosted the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in 2007. The whole of, I think, 18 years ago, the late Queen Elizabeth and so many presidents from the Commonwealth were in the vicinity, a walking distance from here, where they were meeting all heads of government from the Commonwealth of Nations. That is not the issue for this audio. The issue for this audio is about this ongoing video. Ibrahim KAYANJA, the guy that is playing right now, and Hazard Lokoma, the guy that is seated, are racing to 21 with 600 US dollars at stake. I beg your pardon, they are racing to 16, not 21. Yes, they are racing to 16 with 600 US dollars at stake in consequence for the losing player. This is as an effect of Ibrahim KAYANJA nowadays playing money matches against Ugandan players, whoever it may concern. He did tell me in a phone call that yes, for now, apart from Caesar, the rest, they are welcome to play with me in money matches. Venue and race and stake are pretty much negotiable. And after Ibrahim KAYANJA taking down Joseph Kasozi, coming to 1 week ago, Hazard was quick to come out. Actually, it's not Hazard who came out quick, it is Ibrahim KAYANJA who asked for Hazard. And of course, Hazard's management, they run this place and they like to watch the action, and they don't like to move around so much. They are high-end people, they are corporate people. They don't like to move to some of those places where they move so many times unless a place really meets some kind of standards. That's why normally Hazard plays at this venue, most especially in money matches. One frame has been played and has been won by Ibrahim KAYANJA, the guy that is away from home, if you can say. And yes, they are racing to 16 in the meantime. This brilliant piece of action is being streamed on 2 platforms with the same name, same exact name. The Facebook stream is on Break and Finish Live Facebook. The YouTube stream is on Break and Finish Live YouTube. The Facebook stream is horizontal while the YouTube stream is diagonal, and yet both streams have the same exact commentary. To present you this action in audio and video, my name is Simon Peter Chobe. Ibrahim KAYANJA 1 and Hazard Lokoma 0, race to 16. Live commentary is resuming shortly. So before we go any further, I'm hearing that Bilani has been beaten by 21-4 against Maluva. That one on the African continent will go down in terms of international matches of that's for players from different countries. The biggest thumping of any player, the biggest margin of victory when it comes to an international match. Hard luck, Bilani. Maybe Maluva is something too much for you, but congratulations, mighty Maluva. That is action that has been happening in Harare. In Kampala, it is a continuation of Hazard versing Ibrahim. Kanya Hazard is this guy on table, by the way, a player with Roxbury Pole Club in the Ugandan Pro League. The guy that is at home is managed by the Dice family, the director of this venue, that is Chairman Mark Muzungu, who is one of about 30-40 people who are watching in very calm fashion. And yes, he's Hazard's boss. He takes the responsibility for ensuring that Hazard plays in events and many matches like this one, and tournaments, weekly ones, those of the Plus Station of Uganda, those outside the country, and of course, is pretty much responsible for Hazard's resumption in form and revival of his career. But around 2021, Hazard's career seemed a little bit gone. When he came back to the country, he was immediately signed back under Dice Lounge, and he has since then played in so many tournaments. Actually, from 2022, there are about 8 that he has been winning. And besides those comps, a few money matches is one of those Ugandans with a big margin of victory in money matches like this one. At this venue, he has beaten Kasozi Joseph. He has beaten Dog City. That one wasn't exactly played to completion, but well, by the time the match was called off, he was having a very big lead. So for the frames played, I would say that he has beaten Dog City, at least on table. He has beaten Caesar. Yes, it was race 21 in which Caesar was stubborn to head start Hazard with +6, but Hazard won the match with a difference of about 8 frames, and +6 did not count as part of his victory. He has lost here to Mansour. in a money match like this one, and I believe if Ibrahim KAYANJA wins this money match, he will be the second Ugandan to beat Hazard at this venue in a money match long race. He has also lost to Aiden Joseph at this very venue by 16 frames to 4. However, he has beaten Jerry for $1,000 racing to no for $2,000 racing to 21. I think it was 21-14, big margin of victory. He, in my opinion, may start as a slight favorite, most especially because of not just home advantage but also his own quality. Not that Ibrahim KAYANJA will be a meal for him. This one is one of those matches that guarantee you maximum entertainment. It has been dubbed the battle for the cue ball because these two players, in my opinion, are some of the best cue ball controllers, not just here, but yes, on the African continent. If you can have 10 players who move the cue ball around so well, maybe they will make the list of 10, if not 15 at most. Hazard's biggest achievement as a player for himself individually was reaching the final of Uganda's National Open Championship, the car competition in 2023, losing out to the eventual champion Caesar. He was also one of the very first Ugandans to play in the World Heibo Championships in China. The year that was 2019. He has also been a semi-professional player, playing for 1.5 years in South Africa and half a year in Zambia, where he was player and resident from mid to the end of 2022. And whilst Ibrahim KAYANJA is ranked 4th by the Pole Association of Uganda in terms of Uganda's better players, is a player with Scrap Players Pool Club in the Ugandan Pool League. He has also played before with teams like Mambly Pool Club and Royal Giants Pool Club. One of his better achievements is winning the end of year championship of the Pool Association of Uganda 2023. He also came 4th in a tournament of 128 players, the best African players on show, in the All Africa Pool Championships in 2022 at the OIDC in Lusaka, Zambia. He has been ranked before first by the Pole Association of Uganda in there. That was 2023. He's the current leading scorer of the ongoing National Pool League of the Pool Association of Uganda, and came second, by the way, in that same league in 2022. He has played so many money matches, in fact, more than Hazard. Is the Ugandan who plays the biggest number of money matches this year alone, if I can count. He played 6 money matches with Kelvin. He has played 2 money matches with Mafia, and he has won 3 and lost 3 of money matches with Kelvin. He has won 1 and lost 1 of the 2 money matches with Mafia. He has also played the last money match you saw live, that was against Kasozi Joseph. Big win it was for him, for $1,200, racing to 21, coming from behind all the way and winning by 21 frames to 17. In fact, he's a product of money matches. Ibrahim KAYANJA, becoming a renowned player in 2022, actually starting late 2021, when he and his manager El Majid did decide to welcome the best of Ugandan players to money matches, and beating most of them. Those are the performances which preempted him to be invited to the Uganda national team. He has been a feature since then. The rest, they say, is history. These guys are racing to 16 for $600, relatively low pot, but it still guarantees you the competition as well as the entertainment. There is some music that is being played, so if you hear it a little bit loud, kindly advise me, just to protect the streaming platform. This one looks like the equalizing frame for Ibrahim KAYANJA. The match is living to its hype and expectation, clearances, and equal scores for as long as it possibly can. I won't be surprised if this one ends in a decider. It may not end in a decider, yes. I can guarantee you total entertainment. Once again, feel free to serve yourself by watching from a platform of your choice. We are live on Facebook and YouTube respectively. The Facebook page streaming is Break and Finish Live. The YouTube channel streaming is Break and Finish Live. And the streaming date is 15th March, 15th April 2024 at 6:30 p.m. East African time. And I'm saying that because these videos sometimes pop up on other platforms, and they are posted in fake live motion, and some of you rewatch them and you believe that I'm involved in posting them fake live style. So that's why I leave the message of the streaming date and time. And after that void break from Hazard, maybe chance for Ibrahim KAYANJA to regain the lead that he had just after one frame played on the table. He will be having two relatively bad yellows. The one that is almost touching the red, which he will want to put to the center pocket, maybe on the left, maybe on the right by bank, goes for the corner pocket instead and misses it, and misses it only just. Hazard is having this very tricky red frame. It will take stamina for a player even as good as Hazard to win a frame as bad as these reds. And rightly so. I think he intended to play a little bit safe, play one of his reds right behind his opponent's yellow, make it impossible, if not difficult, for Ibra to put the yellow ball at the top cushion, and Ibrahim KAYANJA realizing that he'll want to play that yellow ball first, and he may have gotten himself snookered in effect. And I think the safety shot, the defensive shot by Hazard by this has paid off. An opportunity which maybe 1 minute ago you didn't see coming for Hazard to have a red game which is relatively at least open and relatively winnable. And this table, by the way, is normally green. It was recently refelted with a blue cloth, and I think it is looking beautiful. What is also looking beautiful is now Hazard's queuing skills. Last time that he was involved in action here, Hazard, was the Creme de la Creme comp, the comp that was won by Caesar. If you do remember that controversial match in which Hazard and Kalima Paul were accused of, were found guilty, not just accused, especially Kalima Paul not playing with the intention to win. Both of the players were since then disqualified from the tournament in which Hazard was defending champion. And this year, ever since Hazard's return to Uganda from Zambia in late 2022, this year for the start, especially for the first 3 months, represents his worst vein of form. He has not been winning any comp. He has hardly been even reaching the prize bracket. Actually, this year I don't even remember him in any final. He has been playing a few weekly comps. Being in the final, being in the prize bracket has been coming hard. And this money match presents an opportunity for him, Hazard, to start winning because he needs it badly. Other big events coming up in which he's expected to play. Apart from trying to win the money, he wants to test his form. Maybe his boss could even reward him with travel to Bulawayo for the Queen's Sports Club WF Comp coming up in 26 days from now. If he can win this match, I know that probably, yes, his boss could. A lovely backspin. He has full sight of his last red. He's probably trying to play the same shot again, spinning the white ball backwards, which he does, but only slightly backwards, and I think it is pinpoint accuracy, in which he wants to put black to the center pocket on the right. A simple roll will do. He will play as if it's a little bit more difficult than it actually is, but will nonetheless spot and will lead again in the match. After 5 frames, it is Hazard 3 and the real machine 2. This thing is too thick. I need some more. Thank you. From number 5, I want to say that was lost by KAYANJA before I can say that was won by Hazard. He had the better positioned balls to play, and when he made his mind to go for the frame, which was looking easy for a player of his level, he got himself snookered, and of course you give it to Hazard for the lovely clearance to punish his opponent for that self-snooker, that unforced error. These two players are some of those that have very good record in money matches. In terms of winning percentage, I think Caesar and Ibra, then these two, then Dog City, that was 5. And yes, in a way, the computer also has good money match record. And it is true that some players are better at long races than the others, while some are better at short races than others. And of course, not forgetting Mansour as the other very tough competitor, most especially when it comes to long races. And also watching this match at the venue, I can see Ian Kazibwe and Amina Faith Nganda, two players in the Ugandan national team's male and female category, respectively. I'm not so sure he has full sight of the hero is trying to play. He want little curve on the white ball around the black, and it's the reason why he missed and almost sunk the cue ball in. Had this sunk in, of course, it would have been a frame pretty much lost. But it looks like another opportunity given to Hazard by his opponent to try and fight for a frame. But you people, how did Filani lose by 21 frames to 4? Someone who was watching that match, please tell me how. As in 21-4. Filani is a real Mazambani. And with the pot of that ball, a real reason for the real machine to worry. You have to give it to KAYANJA Ibrahim for accepting to play this match. Give a player as good as Hazard his home advantage. And in fact, it is Ibrahim who wanted a little bit more money in the bet. He wanted it $1,000 spot, then Hazard trimmed it down to 600, despite the fact that he was the home player. Maybe, I'm just thinking that maybe his manager, the manager of Hazard, is just not sure because of most especially Hazard's recent form, which has been a shame for a player of this skill set. And now he will be 2 balls away from making it 4, leading with 2 frames for the first time in the match. If he can make a clearance of this red frame now, 1 red to go, a simple roll will do. The red and black to respective corner pockets onto the top right and top left of your screen respectively. For the truth, as Hazard is nicknamed, to lead with 2 frames for the first time in the match. He has made it a little bit of a formality and gains a 2-frame cushion. Hazard 4 and Ibrahim KAYANJA 2. Thank you for watching. Itiai Magwegwe. You said Malova was just finishing everything, eh? Lobowa Rodney. You say even Pilani was trying negative breaks and they were not working out, okay? And Washington, why do you say Zimbabwe is not a good hunting ground, eh? And you say ask Ibrahim, say German Kelvin. By the way, yes, Kelvin did not win it easy as he hoped he would in Zimbabwe. Maybe he won as many as he lost. Ibra only played one race in Zimbabwe, and he played one race in Zimbabwe in 2023 and lost against Sakala. Medi Mugisha, thank you for watching. Boston Ziambo is asking about the scores. Boston, we have a scoreboard on the top left of your screen. For you that are watching on YouTube, the scores in blue are for Hazard, the scores in red are for Kayanja Ibra, and the race is 16. The pot is $600 US. Wilson Biaruhanga, thank you for watching. Emma Texo,
thank you, Azaman. Thank you, Azaman.
And maybe not so surprisingly, the noise is mostly for Hazard's fans, because he's pretty much the home guy, and of course he's inspiring his fans to chant them more. But from the crowd, some of the guys that I know, it's not as if Ibrahim doesn't have a good share of support himself. Yes, he has a few, but yes, Hazard is about to lead with 5 frames to 2. They are chanting to him that you are in your own garden of Eden. Enjoy all the fruits that you can. And yes, the black fruit is the 8 ball, which Hazard will want to sink in to make a third one visit clearance of the match. Black is sunk. Hazard leads with 5 frames to 2. Also, thank you for watching. Hilda, Luke, Nandutu, watching all the way from Bududa in eastern Uganda. Rachel Mbewe, good morning to you from Denver. The lady who does not remember Lusaka time. Dennis Ongom is tagging Phila Mazambani to come to the stream. He wanted. He's still rubbing some tears from his eyes. But thank you, Phila, for being a very lovely dude. Very lovely to be. He's so fun around. He's a big vibe. He's a vibe in victory, and he's a vibe in defeat, and he's never shy of competing. I remember last year he played matches against Caesar. The other year he was, yes, bold enough to race to 16 against. The other year he raced to 16 against Caesar, and he lost only by 16 frames to 14 in South Africa. Then in Zambia, late last year, he was playing match after match after match, and I just give him credit. He moves around to each and every tournament and plays many matches with the players from the top players in respective countries. Personally, I respect him so much, but for today, Pila, no respect from me, just for today. I'm not so sure that the shot Hazard just played was the right one he should have played. It has worked out in the end, but I believe he was playing as though he wanted to pot. It would, however, deny him white for any of his next raids. He will count himself lucky even not to have potted. Frame number 7 was won by Hazard. Frame number 8 seemingly could also go Hazard's way. And Kayanja Ibrahim must be very careful. A player as good as Hazard cannot be allowed to have a big lead, most especially on his own home table, with his management team around and with his boss, his personal manager, the director of Dice Lounge, Chairman Mark Muzungu, in presence. And what the Dice family normally do when Hazard wins, they are now managing two players, that is Hazard and Paul Kalema. But when they win matches like this, they give their players the entire pot, and sometimes they top it up. So don't get surprised. Should Hazard win the 600, they could top up 400 and make it 1,000. Then tell him, have a nice weekend. That's why he loves this place so much. For the right reasons. The biggest consolation I've ever seen management give to a player in 2023 when Hazard was defeated by Caesar in Uganda's car competition. When Hazard became so inconsolable, his boss said, okay, you're crying for the car, I'm buying you a car. And he was given a car just like that. And for the neutrals, you'll probably be wishing that Ibrahim KAYANJA wins this frame, starts to put up a fight, put the match a little bit more closer, make a fight for him to make a comeback a little bit more realistic. There's no news when he spins white ball backwards so accurately. He has the natural cut on the angle, which if he puts, bounces the white ball off the cushion to get white for black to the same corner pocket. It was just inaccurate by 1% out of 100. 99% accurate, 1% inaccurate. I normally say that in this sport, when it is players of this level playing, the difference between victory and defeat is very small. That kind of miss could spell doom for Ibrahim KAYANJA. Probably even this frame, he may not get a chance to play in it again. Look at how good Hazard is shooting. He's demonstrating the right way, the perfect way to punish your opponent for any kind of miss, however thin, however close. And I think frame number 8 is also going the way of the truth. And I have to confess, of all the players' nicknames in Uganda, this guy has my favorite nickname. He calls himself the truth. He says all other players are false, they are lies. He is the one and only truth, and he's playing like indeed is the truth. Up against the black to make it 6 out of 8. Black is sunk, white is safe. Hazard 6, Ibra 2. And by the way, Ian Kazwe has been assigned with the role of racking the balls for his friends. Philip Fondo, you must be watching from, I think, Zimbabwe. You are not focusing on the game, you are focusing on the waitresses. Phil, be in class. How are you, Faith?
I'm fine, Peter. How are you?
Thank you for coming to watch this one.
You're welcome.
Okay, these boys, you are in a way their leader. Although you're captain for ladies, you remain captain. Who are you supporting?
I'm just enjoying the game. I'm not supporting any.
Okay, you are speaking politically. Who do you think will win?
It's still hard to call. The rest to 16 is still a long way. So
You think KAYANJA can come back?
he has the potential to do so early. So let's just wait and see.
All right, that is Faith, the captain of the national team, ladies category. By the way, for all the long races in which Hazard has played here, whether it has been a match, a money match, or a match in a tournament, once he takes a lead of about 3-4 frames, you don't get back. You are as good as gone. He has taken down Kasozi. He has taken down from here. Last year he did take down even Caesar in a final of the Creme de la Creme Comp. He has taken down Dog City. The only player who has taken him down in a money match at this venue was Mansour. But his opponent's only inspiration at this stage, Ibrahim KAYANJA, will probably be motivated by his performance against Kasozi last week at this stage of the match. Actually, for the first 2 hours, Kasozi was leading. Then Ibrahim KAYANJA led with 1 hour to go and did not turn back. Maybe he led with 45 minutes to go and did not turn back. Be mindful of the white ball, which is the yellow ball that is in between two reds and the black near the center pocket on the right. Maybe Hazard is playing to open that one up. He gets white ball at a point where he exactly needed it, even though he would have wanted to place it by hand. He wouldn't place it far away from where it is. I initially thought he wanted to open it up. Maybe he's saying chance to put the yellow direct to the center pocket on the right. The same shot, by the way, opens up the black ball entirely for another clearance. This is the shot. Potting is the key. Opening black is natural, but Hazard misses. Chances when Hazard is your opponent, when he's in his element, when he's at home, when his boss is around, such chances come few and far between. On all that Ibrahim KAYANJA should be doing is utilize them pretty effectively. The amount of passion for pool in this country, I can look at the screens around the venue. They are showing 2 matches in the English Premier League, live matches, and while Uganda is a soccer crazy country, nobody is looking at the screen. Guys are just looking at the pool table, and for me that is victory in itself. I believe he wants to play that yellow ball, that red ball with top spin, white ball bouncing off the bottom cushion. He wants white ball to move towards the top end of the table on the left where there is the red. He's a guy that is so full of skill, but the ball is so direct in comparison to the position of the white ball that if he wants to move the white ball so closer, it's a little bit risky. And yes, it's why he's deciding to play as easy, simply roll it, have the white ball in a relatively far position, but at least have full sight of his last hero. He must be on target. If not, he probably loses the frame, just like he did for 3 of the last 4. And yes, he misses a very crucial shot. With every ball he misses, Ibrahim KAYANJA, he gets close to losing $600. And with every crucial shot that Hazard takes like this one, he gets close to winning $600 himself. Once he spins the white ball backwards, it naturally moves on the left. Just like that. Maybe it didn't move leftwards enough, but it will be okay. He could put to the corner pocket in the bottom right or center pocket on the right. He's going for the corner pocket. Normally he can't miss from this kind of range, and yes, He again sinks in the black. This time he makes it 7 out of 9 frames, while Ibrahim KAYANJA has 2 in a race to 16.
Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. Wow.
You don't want to be in a position where Ibrahim KAYANJA is in right now. A deficit of 5 frames out of only 9 played. An opponent as good as Hazard with full home ground advantage in front of his fans, management team, and the actual manager. And yes, by the way, there is going to be another weekly comp for today's 64 players. It's monthly, sorry, not weekly, happening this Tuesday at a place called Irish Bar in the town of Entebbe. Not very far, maybe 30 minutes from where we are. Then that could be it for the week. Normally on Sundays, these players are involved in league action for their respective teams, clubs. Then there's also another confirmed comp in the city of Mbarara. It is happening on the 4th and 5th of April. 32 players, double life and cash prizes for the top 8. Number 1 will go home with 600 US dollars. The 8th will get 30 US dollars. Transport refund. Not so bad, but cash prizes for the top 8. That is happening at QC Bar and Restaurant in the city of Mbarara. It's the land of milk and honey, but most importantly, money. If Ibrahim KAYANJA can put this black, get good white for black, put the red, gets good white for the black, also comes close to the money just a little bit. He needs to start winning. Things are starting to get out of hand, and after the first set out of 3 sets that had to be played in the match, 7-3, Hazard is leading. These players are entitled to timeout every after 10 frames, and the truth is leading against the machine by 7 frames to 3. I just want to have a look at this frame closely. Maybe it can be the start of a comeback from Ibrahim KAYANJA, which, if he wins, by the way, it will be a very, very big statement. I'm saying if he wins this match, because he was able to defeat Kasoze at his own home venue, that is Amigos, about 5 days ago. And trying to do the same against Hazard will be a little bit too much of a statement, but that kind of statement is possible. Two yellows to go. Pretty much both of them done and dusted. The black also. Just around the center pocket on the right, it's where he should be sinking it in. He has to get it in. He has not to move the white ball big distance. Lovely skill. The rest is a formality. And I believe of the 4 frames that Ibrahim KAYANJA is winning, frame number 11 just after the timeout is the biggest, the best clearance. Yes, the real machine is fighting back. It is 7 frames against 4.
Come on, also, man.
I believe Hazard's intention, when given that chance, is to keep that red ball locked up, the red near the top end, the top right cushion, especially for those that are watching the YouTube stream. Even now, Ibra has sight of it, but I don't think he can pot it. He can play it only not to foul, and maybe playing it could be an option. Will he play to open it up? He's attempting to do so. He did. I think he did enough. Those are some of the little shots that have too much detail for only big guys. And no better way to respond to a safety shot from your opponent than what the real machine has just done. He needs to roll red against red. The reds are gone. All he needs to do is not to get himself snookered before playing the black. He probably wants to spin the white ball backwards. He must not get himself snookered. I think he is okay, especially from his facial expression where he's standing. Yes, he is okay. A roll of this black, as long as he's on target, will put Hazard in more pressure. White is safe. Black is rolled. Hazard 7, Ibra 5. Now we have a match on our shoulders again. And who saw Ibrahim winning 3 frames in a row when he went 7-2 frames down? If you've been off the stream for the last 10 minutes, we probably left it at 7-2. Now, yes, it is 7-5, and we have a match. Thank you for watching. Lamek Omoyo from Nairobi. John Bosco supporting Ibrahim KAYANJA. Emma Texa also supporting Ibra. Maybe he has the lion's share of the funds. Uthman, you said 2 hours difference. I don't really get you. Maybe somewhere where it is 2 hours difference from where these guys are. As Hazard commits a dry break, as his opponent gets another chance to win another frame. 12 frames played. The match will almost be brought into equity if the real machine can clear frame number 13 to make it 6-7. Smith Besije, thank you for watching. Smith Besije. Smith Besije. I was with Smith Besije just 2 days ago. A very lovely guy. Yeah, thank you for loving the game, and thank you for always watching and being a very disciplined viewer. Spice Tebiansala, always watching. Richard Krebason, my friend, seems to be supporting the real machine. And by the way, Spice Krebason is the designer that is dressing both of these players. He designed most of the uniforms that these guys wear. Hazard is dressing in the t-shirt in which he reached the final of the ATA comp. Then Ibrahim KAYANJA is wearing the t-shirt in which he's playing the ATA singles league that is ongoing nowadays at this club for some days during the week, all designed by Richard Krebason. He also makes jerseys for the Uganda national pool team. You can reach out to him at Blue Heights, Nasa Road, Kampala. Even if you want a replica of what these guys are dressing, whatever it is. Juventus, thank you for watching. You say you don't know Mazambani, ask Paka. He will tell you, okay, Pilani did defeat Paka, but some results, when you lose by 21 frames to 4, even the match you won seems to matter less. And Thompson Sokali says it's getting hot for Hazard. That this is always watching from Ethiopia. Addis Ababa, one of the most crucial, most important cities on the African continent. Addis Ababa hosts the headquarters of the Organization of African Unity, then also the the leading transport hub on the continent. How good will Hazard's white ball be? It will be not good enough. I think he has gotten himself snookered at least partially. He has a little sight of the red from my viewing angle, but I don't think he can pot it. And if he doesn't pot it, maybe Ibrahim KAYANJA could take full advantage. You know the playing level of these guys. Every chance that is given to any one of them, the other normally utilizes it to steal the frame. Hazard will be playing off the cushion. He wants to play the red, which is near the cushion and the right. I think he will be missing it and he will be fouling. And some of his fans, Ibrahim KAYANJA, are chanting the name at the machine. He'll be lifting the white ball. And as long as his free shot will be okay, I believe frame number 13 could as well be going his way. He's also successfully putting Hazard under enormous pressure, apart from successfully trying to mount a comeback himself at the real machine. Chandler, the money match between Malova and Pillar ended 21-4 in Malova's favor. Now this one is the most technical shot that Ibrahim has played in this match so far. But Hazard, in my opinion, is the best in this country when it comes to finding snookered balls off 1, 2, 3 cushions. He calculates the angle as though he's a mathematician. And by the way he's stancing, maybe he wants to pot that red by moving the white ball from about 2 or 3 cushions on the left, then hitting the red ball to move rightwards towards the bottom right corner pocket. And I'm not saying he's going to do it, but that's what he was directing us as though trying to do. Let us see anyway if he can deliver one of the best shots you will ever see. The guy got the red. In that part of the game, for me, he is the best in the country, finding snookered balls off the angles. Nonetheless, it is a frame that has Ibrahim KAYANJA heavily poised to win, because he has now 5 yellows all positioned very well, very spacious. A yellow to the center pocket on the left, with a little bit of top spin. The yellow that is in between the black and red is also portable to the corner pocket onto the bottom right, and the rest will be a formality. That was a little bit arrogant, but most importantly, effective. The appearance of the yellow ball, which is not yet potted at the corner pocket on the bottom right, made the pocket look a little bit smaller. Nonetheless, the real machine was able to pot and able to control the white ball so well, like he normally does. He's now oozing with lots of confidence. He's about to win a 4th frame in a row. He will be aiming at the black, which sometimes they can pot even with his eyes closed. Yes, he sinks it in and wins frame number 4 all in a row. Out of 6 and out of 13 frames, Ibrahim KAYANJA is now on 6, and while Hazard is on 7. The gentleman that has just walked past the camera is Hazard's boss. Maybe he's thinking that his presence now is putting Hazard under pressure, and will be wanting to walk away from the table a bit, just such that his boy can concentrate the more. He's a very, very, very pool-loving person. Chairman Mark Mazongo, I first met him about 4 years before COVID, which is about 9 years ago. He was funding some pool matches which were so informal. And nowadays, Dice Lounge organizes formal tournaments and formal money matches, and it's one of the most fun pool playing places on the continent, although there is only one table, but a very, very good table, which is so regularly preserved and serviced and maintained in level and balance and fastened cushions and everything. And many players, when they come to Uganda, even from outside Uganda, they say, I want to play at Dice. Jerry is one of them. And in fact, Maluva cancelled some games which he was supposed to be having in Uganda simply because he was insisting on only playing on this table. It is that good.
We go as a man. Set the place.
This one is the relatively difficult of the 3 years that Ibrahim Kanya is having on the table, and he's 16. The last 15 minutes have been all real machine. And I like to say, I say it so many times, that normally when it is money matches, when it is long races like this one, each of the players normally gets a series of frames all in a row, where they dominate them, where they win them in succession. Normally that is where the races are won. Hazard has his time. Ibrahim Kanya is having his time. I don't know if Hazard will be having his time again. I don't know whether Ibrahim Kanya's time is getting elapsed right now. Look at the movement of this white ball. Maybe it did not move enough. He's in a little bit of trouble. He's going for the bank to the corner pocket onto the top right. He has to sink it in or else risk losing the frame. He makes a very sharp cut. Oh my God. That one is so far one of the better shots of the match. Very sharp cut, very good control of the white ball, very big surprise in which he caught us, and very big equalizer. Ibrahim Kayanja 7 and Lokoma Hazard the 7. That is what is happening. Fans are saying that the guy, after the timeout, went to break his fast. Now he's satisfied. Now he's delivering 7-7 from 7-2 down. When stuff is not happening, stuff are just not happening. Besides Hazard's shortcomings in the last 20 minutes, even his breaks. Sharp cut, not to pot. Well, that's okay. Most especially that he indeed intended not to pot. And it is the first time that I'm seeing a Hazard here at this venue lead by 5 frames, and then that lead is blown in thin air. One of the reasons why his opponent, Ibrahim Kayanja, is one of the most on-form players in the country today. And yes, his manager is watching very happily and listening to me. My request from myself to you, sir, you know yourself, the guy that staked his money, kindly fly him out to Bulawayo next month for the Double Life Championship that is happening from the 11th up to the 14th. Please do. In this kind of form, he stands a chance to make a mark for himself on the African continent against fellow players who are at his level. He has sight of the red ball, which is just behind the yellow at the corner pocket closest to the bottom of your screen on the right. He will simply roll it soft. Now this kind of position is a little bit tricky. Which of the two balls does he start with? And how does he maintain white ball for the next if he puts? Well, the shot is a little bit okay, just a little bit okay. I believe he will be riding the last red to the corner pocket on the top left or top right, one of the two. I think top right. Either direct or off the yellow is what he's trying to do. He has to pot and again avoid getting himself snookered. He wants to play it off the yellow and gets the shot entirely wrong. First big mistake, first big miss of the real machine in the ongoing sequence of 6 frames. Maybe he will not be leading. Maybe he's not going to win a 6 in a row against a player of Hazard's level. And after that beautiful shot from Hazard, this is where I say that the rest is a formality. The yellow ball that is behind the red, after Hazard puts this on, should be the issue, and yet he uses the white ball to play it into space. That is a lot of pull in one shot, and it was all intended by the truth. He's clearly about to regain the lead, but it is only going to be a 1-frame lead, and yet it was a 5-frame lead about 30 minutes ago. A little backspin, white ball draws a bit backwards, just like that. Last yellow to the center pocket, black to the corner pocket, both on the left, and that is it for frame number 15. It is Hazard 8 and Ibra 7. One of those frames that are hard to predict, not in favor of any of the players, most especially because of the situation at the corner pocket on the top, on the bottom right, where there is a yellow entangled into reds that was so close to a frame coming to a premature end. But I think Ibrahim KAYANJA in the end will be happy with the result of that shot, because not only does he set black, he plays it right in front of Hazard's yellow, that it will be difficult for Hazard to put that yellow, the one behind the black, if not impossible. He is inspecting Ibra to see if the ball, the yellow ball Hazard is about to play, is not frozen against the cushion. The players do agree that it is in space. And yes, Hazard plays a snooker. With that kind of shooting, if the ball was frozen against the cushion, it would have been a foul. That's why those players take their time to do inspection. When the ball is frozen against the cushion, after it is played, there has to be another ball that reaches any other cushion, any other ball after the shot is taken, or get the ball potted. There has been a foul by Hazard, by Ibrahim KAYANJA, and Hazard will of course be using it to play his yellow ball away. Could get the frame lost here. That was close. You always have to be careful as a player when black is positioned in a way that it is now. But for Hazard, at least he has played his dead yellow away. And in the effect, he leaves Ibrahim KAYANJA's red instead dead, just on the same position where Hazard did have his yellow moments ago. And is restricting his opponent to sight of only one of his reds. He will be inspecting to see if it is frozen. Yes, they agree that the red is frozen, and you must be careful. It is a frozen ball. There has to be another ball reaching the cushion, the red or the white or the yellow, after the shot is taken. Better still put the red somehow. That's why he has played with all that power. He could instead lose the frame. He's played his red also behind the black. It is now two dead reds for the real machine. And this frame is not about to come to an end. Not about. The guy is brave. That is bravery, but it is worked just a little bit. And in the meantime, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, kindly don't forget to like the video. Just like and then proceed. All you need is half a second and the like is done. Frame number 16 so far is the closest fourth frame of all that have been played in this match before. The one that is not in favor of one or the other player, but for now it has been shifting in favor of Hazard. Nonetheless, his opponent will still be having a fighting chance. And for these guys, even a frame that is looking as bad as this red one, he may want to go for it. I'm not so sure that is the right pattern if he wants to go for the frame. I'm just thinking that's one of the balls that could have been played last. But at that same pocket where there is a yellow, he may want to play the red ball also right behind the yellow to kill the red. Oops, he played it away. And has played it out of position and has played it effective. And one of those defensive shots that are quite elaborative and has been, yes, applauded by some of the fans, especially those who are watching from behind the commentary position. I think not less than 10 minutes have been spent on frame number 16. A very crucial one for both of them. For Ibra to try and equalize, for Hazard to try and re-stretch his lead. I think he has made his decision, Hazard, to go for the frame once and for all. This should be the shot that pretty much takes down this frame, and I think it has been played to total perfection from the truth. A lovely white ball management skills. Of course, it was always expected. This one, after all, is the battle of the cue ball. The truth will now be playing the black like this one. Even Francis Mokwekwe can pot. Hazard 9 and Ibra 7. Charity Andrew, thank you for watching on YouTube. Karumba Victor, hi to you. Emma Texo, Joseph Sambo, Moses Bogere, Martin Kamlaike, Chipto Dennis must be watching from Kenya. Wamimbi Alan uploading the performance of Ibrahim KAYANJA so far. Toasty Mileage and John Bosco among so many of you. Now we are around 1,000 watching on Facebook and YouTube respectively. Thank you, Africa. 1 minute of timeout. Hazard 9, Ibra 7.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا إله إلا
Guys, it's still timeout. Don't think Hazard has won a frame. So someone wants to say hi to you, eh? Uganda's Masters champion, the winner of Uganda's Masters Championship, players over the age of 40. Hi, Manager Miti.
Yeah, good afternoon, Chair. How are you? Good evening, actually.
Yeah, say something about the game. I know you're probably supporting Hezo, probably because of Dice family.
No. Actually, I'm a supporter of nice poll. When it depends who's the best man today, because as you know, Chove, both boys are very good and they're big. And actually, good is underestimate. They're excellent. The better person who can hold up to his game will be the winner. Because as you see, the game is very tight. KAYANJA Ibrahim is also not someone you joke over, come and stamp over.
Yeah.
Because today he's making me happy because he believes in himself.
Yeah.
And
of late, he has been playing quite well.
Yeah, he has been playing quite well. And if you look at Hezo has no pressure. So I love the way the pool is developing, Mr. Chove.
Yeah.
And I would love to say hi to the viewers, Chove Live, and I know viewers in the diaspora. Continue calling on a friend to join a friend to come and watch live poll. Thank you very much, Mr.
Any
Chove.
chance that you'll be going to Bulawayo to play in the Masters tournament?
No, they should. They're expecting. I'm coming down there in Bulawayo.
I'm sending your name. What will be needed of you is you pay the registration fee, then you travel and enjoy. Shoot with better with other players.
I'll come to Bulawayo to enjoy myself because it's just away from SA, and I've lived in Pretoria, Midrand. I've lived in Devon. So Bulawayo, I've passed by a number of times when I was driving back to Kampala.
Oh, you drive from SA to Kampala?
Yes. I'm this kind of person who likes adventure.
For how long do you drive?
It takes me about a week or 5 days.
5 days is over speeding.
No, that time I was still a junior, but now it will only take me about a week or so because I have to relax and then. But if I'm traveling there, I'm driving there. I'll have to go with Simon Luvolo.
Okay.
Yeah, then we'll have to.
Now, when you drive to South Africa, do you drive day and night or you sleep during the night?
We sleep. And actually, I'm thinking of driving to Bulawayo this time as well, to drive with Simon Luvolo, and then we drive to the computer, and then we go to Bulawayo and then enjoy ourselves and then drive back.
That will be a very nice experience, eh?
Yeah, we go on meeting people in Zambia, go through Tanzania, Tunduma, go through Lusaka. Yes, Mr. Chove. I don't know, have you taken a road trip yourself?
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to seeing you playing a continental tournament for the first time. The Masters is a breath of fresh air in these tournaments.
No problem. It has been my dream to play Masters worldwide. So that is a benchmark to one of my dreams. So why not? I'm there. I'm retired. So why not? I'll go.
Last, do you know what has happened in Harare today?
No.
It ended Maluva 21, then Pilani 4, the South African.
Really? Congratulations to Maluva. Maluva happens to be knowing me, and actually he knows
your
the place.
guy.
He's my guy. Maluva, I'm coming down there. He said if I come there, I will be. Shall we be playing at Maluva's?
No way.
Arena?
Maluva is based in Harare.
In Harare.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So we'll be in Bulawayo.
Yeah.
All right. We're coming down in Bulawayo. So Maluva, please. No, I'm coming down. We're coming down with Simon Luvula, and we'll come down there to play. No problem. With the Masters, tell them I'm coming down.
Thank you very much for the time.
Likewise, Mr. Chove. Back for them.
He's called Miti. He's a manager of players, but he played in the Masters Championship tournament of the Power Station of Uganda and won it. Of course, the players he manages, they did ensure that he doesn't go with any coin of the monies that he won. But he's very, very excited up to now, winning a tournament for the first time after playing pool for about 30 years or so. By the way, he's a guy that is way over his 50s. Yes, back to the match. Guys, Hazard leads 9-7 against Ibrahim KAYANJA in a race to 16 for $600.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Very good. Next one. Again. Yeah. Stick wide. Stick wide. Stick wide. And I let it go. I let it go wide. Wait, stick wide. What job is that? Come on, next next. Come on, man. Come on, man. What next?
Starting to look like the 5 frames that Ibrahim Kayanja won all in a row may count for nothing unless he does something similar in the match again. He is now down by 11 frames to 7. And yet it was at 1.77. Since then, he has lost 4 in a row. Since then, Hazard has regained his favorite tag to win the match to take home the $600. And by the way, whoever may win this match, there is plan for a certain Mr. Dog City to face them for all of the pots. That is a scratch on the break from Hazard. Advantage for the real machine to try and start mounting a comeback again. He did it before in the match. He can do it, but maybe the closer it gets to the end of the match, the harder it gets. On an open table in blackball rules, after a few shots, the table remains open. The yellow ball simply jumped out of the pocket. The shot was on target, disadvantageously for Ibra. That miss remains an open table. The yellow frame is going to be stolen, if I can borrow the word, away by Hazard. And he is going for another single visit clearance. He is going for win number 12. And I would fancy that he may want to use the white ball even to open up the black. The black ball is nonetheless portable. He doesn't need to do much about it. And I think he's shooting right. A little spin of the black ball backwards. Just tap it backwards just a little bit. That is okay. Black to the center pocket, and it will be him leading with 12 frames to 7. The home guy with a big home ground advantage and support of the fans on his side. Hazard now leads by 12 frames to 7.
Come on, man.
It is that situation where you can be in as a player that you can no longer afford to miss a frame, to miss a shot. The breaks are not going well for Ibrahim KAYANJA. Closing the table is an issue. Making clearances is an issue. And it Hazard has regained his full nerve. Ugandan players like to take money matches so personal that despite them being friends in life, they have not spoken a single word to each other ever since the start of the match. When they want to communicate, they communicate through the guy that is rocking the balls, and they have selected the Ian. By the way, these guys once again had a big argument between themselves, like a big argument. It was in Zambia in 2022, just after the African Championships, when the Ugandan team was preparing to travel back. Ibrahim KAYANJA had reached the semi-finals, coming fourth. Then Hazard had been beaten in the round of last 8 by Zambia's Victor. I remember it ended 7-5. And then they were arguing between themselves who is the better player of the two. Remember that Hazard had left Uganda in 2020, just around the COVID period, and had not returned to the country. Then he was saying that you were very junior by the time I left Uganda, and you are still junior. You can only perform in the country when I'm not there. And Ibrahim KAYANJA was telling him that you cannot even stand well to take a shot. He was telling him that The way you stroke, you stand like a tripod. Something that did not augur so well. Since then, they have only been facing off in tournaments. Never had a money match between themselves, a proper long race. This one is the first one and is seemingly getting won by Hazard. Hazard 13, Ibrahim 7.
Come on, man. But the game was Chitiko white. Wait. Chitiko white. Chimara.
Thank you for watching. Benson Gomisi Desire, you're watching from Barara, and you're saying that the lady dressed in yellow is disturbing your mind. Benson, if I get a chance to talk to her, I'll talk to her that you are she's making you uncomfortable as you watch. But just focus on the table, focus on the blue table, don't the yellow dresses. Brian Black supporting Ibra, telling him, come on, Lighty. Lighty is not having it easy. By the way, Ibrahim played so well, coming from 7-2 down to win 5 frames in a row to make it 7-7. You cannot believe that since then he has lost 6 frames all in a row. Even when things are not going so well, he gets a chance to entertain us and remind us of his actual abilities. Because of shots like that one he has just played, that's why I call this match the battle of the cue ball. A yellow to the center pocket on the left, the last yellow to the corner pocket onto the bottom right, and then the black is in space, and probably frame number 21 could be gone, this time in favor of the drill machine. Maybe reminding us that he's down, but not yet out. White is, however, not natural for the black. It could slide off the red, and that one could affect its movement. He may want to avoid any contact between white and red. However, there is also a very scary looking corner pocket. How are you? He may have himself snookered, and yes, he is. I believe he has a little sight of the black to put it in a normal shot. I doubt. He will play the white ball off the cushion, try and find the black, but with the power. He wants to put black probably to the center pocket. He will not be putting it. He is allowing Hazard back even into frame number 20, and the match is continuously gliding the way of the truth. And this one, and I'm starting to think of this match as victory for Hazard. It could be a very big confidence booster for Hazard, because he has been performing quite poor, I have to say, losing out in comp after comp after comp. About 6-7 comps that have been played this year, not even being able to reach the prize bracket. And yet he won about 8 comps last year and about 4 money matches the same year, losing only 1 match at this venue last year. That was his rematch with Caesar. And the other match that he has lost at this venue is the match between himself, Hazard, and Mansour about 1.5 years ago. He has been victorious in matches here against Dog City, against Kasozi, against Caesar himself, amongst others. Kayanja finds the black of the cushion. A little bit magically, a little bit luckily. Hazard wasn't sure that it wasn't a foul. He was told by the official that it is a legal shot. When the white ball was moving, I thought it was going to be a scratch. Everything Hazard is touching is now turning into gold. 2 shots which he can play and they open up the black naturally. Wants to do something big here. White ball off the cushion. He gets a cut, a natural cut on the last red. A natural cut, as long as he can spin the white ball backwards, it opens up the black. But it has to be with very little power to try and put black to the center pocket. I'm assuming the red is done, and yet Hazard misses the red. Will he find the red? He will not. It is a foul. Maybe finally the real machine is getting to win a frame for the first time, by the way, in a long while. Remember, it was 7-7 at one point about 25 minutes ago, and yet now it is 13-7. No better way to play the fish shot. After 22 frames, after losing 6 frames in a row, Ibrahim KAYANJA finds a way to put black at least once in 7 attempts. It is 13-8. Hazard up. Keep doing. Thank you for watching from Juba City, South Sudan. Gerald G. Reminding us about the race, it is 16. Daf Kokli, thank you for watching. Prince K. KAYANJA is about to start his comeback things. Okay, let's wait and see. Luinda Deri Sahaji, thank you for watching. You are critiquing KAYANJA for not having good game plan. All right, Feston Chaluka, you're watching all the way from Malawi, Southern Africa. Thank you for watching. King Ian, you are not accepting these results. You're funny. Folks watching on Facebook, I hope your stream is not interrupted at all. Folks watching on YouTube, I hope your stream is not interrupted at all. The other thing that is not interrupted is Hazard's attacking pattern. How good he has gone for frame number 22. I've only watched one more frame that has been finished as good as this one. He increases his lead, this guy, to 14 frames against 8. 2 to go for him. The whole of 8 for his opponent. Out of 9, Ibrahim KAYANJA needs to win 8 or else lose $600 on the spot. Felix Banda is calling this one of the worst performances of Ibrahim KAYANJA. I think you're not far away from it, especially the way things are going. Dry break from Hazard. Remember, the table is open. He seems to be going for the reds. Actually, yellows now. Tricky decision that was, in my opinion. The reds have been looking slightly better in terms of positioning. He can only vindicate his decision if he can make a clearance. It's a fact, in my opinion, that the red game was looking a little bit better than the yellow. The yellow one. The decision for Ibrahim KAYANJA to play the yellows instead maybe is a summary of what his match has been like. A few wrong decisions, a few times where he has been inaccurate, a few times he has come short, and a few frames he has lost a little bit carelessly. Frame number 23 could go the way of Hazard, just like 14 of the first 22. And I know if Hazard gets to win this match, it may not be the last money match he's playing, maybe this month also. Because there are boys that are looking at this performance, that are looking at this match keenly. Most especially Dog City, who has been having, by the way, a few silent money matches, and the performances have been pretty good. He wants to put the red closest to the white closest to the red, the red closest to the white. Getting white for the next one is a little bit tricky. It's the shot he's trying to play. He can only pot, but with a very sharp cut, maybe. I think to the corner pocket onto now the top left of the screen. He gets to pot white himself. Yes. Very deserved round of applause from the fans to the guy that is nicknamed the Truth. Last red to the corner pocket, black to the center pocket on the left, and he will be 15 down the board. Of course, attempting shots to the corner pocket and to the top. The bottom left is the shot he's playing, and is the shot he is shooting on target. He is 15 for the good, meaning that Ibrahim KAYANJA must win 8 frames in a row to win this match. Very unlikely. Definitely very unlikely. Once again, Hazard 15 and Ibra 8. Race to 16. If it's not a good break, it may be the last shot Ibra is playing in this match. He gets to pot a yellow ball. He lost a frame very carelessly. With poor game reading, the frame he lost last simply by failing to choose the better position, the color of balls, and getting his attack wrong, of course, because he chose the more difficult pattern, and Hazard getting to punish him. One of the most difficult ways in which to win a match is when your opponent needs one frame. That is a statement that was told to me by Caesar, that he gets under pressure when his opponent needs one frame to go. He says when it's 2, he knows there is always a good fighting chance, but he knows that when it's 1 frame to go, someone can easily get a good chance, which can even come by break and finish. He will be putting the yellow ball onto the bottom right, Ibrahim KAYANJA, opening up the one near the cushion on the right, and I think he's good enough to go for this frame. White ball moves too far away for his liking. And that one is a very good recovery. One thing I like about top players, that even in seeming defeat, you still get chance to see their abilities, their usual brilliance. He may play skillful white ball here. Look at how white ball is moving. A lovely skill. It doesn't matter who will win this one, the ongoing match, but at least a chance for Ibrahim KAYANJA to shine, at least in one of the last frames he's playing. And I'm just assuming that Hazard will be winning one of the upcoming 2-3 frames, and he will be winning the match anyway. Very good. And for any neutral, you'll be wanting Ibrahim KAYANJA to win more and more and more frames. Maybe have the match still go on for some time. Maybe give him a fighting chance over a comeback. He wins a 9th. He will be needing 1 at least to take himself into double figures. Hazard will be needing 1 to win the match, the competition, the money. Hi.
Hi.
Pool fans who are watching online have been saying that they are not concentrating on the match, they are concentrating on looking at you. Okay, she's afraid of speaking to you. But one of the waitresses, which some of you have been complaining about, that was the light side of the game. But the more light side of Hazard's game is his ability to break and put at least a ball in a frame that he needs the most, because once he finishes it, he wins the match and wins the money and gets another money match one at his own home venue. The table is open. He's nominating seemingly the Reds, going for the Reds, closes the table, playing the Reds. Not a very obvious clearness. Of course, he has played one of his Reds frozen against the cushion, the one near the center pocket onto the right. His fans are chanting that this match is done and dusted. Let us see how accurate they will be if the truth can truthfully shoot frame number 16 for himself down, because it is a race to 16 after all. Maybe he will be sending the fans home after this one. Very critical shot he has just taken, leaves himself relatively fine white, and I'm saying relatively for the frozen red ball. Cutting it right against the cushion to the corner pocket closest to the bottom of the screen on the right. If he gets it right, maybe he will win the match right, and he gets it right. He still needs a little bit of work to do. The pot will not be very difficult. Finding white ball for the last red will not be a formality. But for Hazard, even some informal stuff become a formality. A round of applause from the fans is for the guy that is about to become $600 richer after the work of 2.5 hours. Hazard now on the black to take down Ibrahim KAYANJA, the winner at his home, to make Dice Lounge happy, to make his manager happy, and to make his wallet happy. For $600. The guy that calls himself the Truth has won another match at his home. You give credit for Ibrahim Kanja for agreeing to come and play. A guy as good as Hazard at Hazard's own home venue, but in as far as the match has been, Hazard has been a distant better player with fewer unforced errors, with generally better breaks and better clearances. Of course, utilizing home advantage and home support, and maybe more urge to make more money. Final score: Hazard 16, Ibra KAYANJA 9.